Hi, today I'm going to demonstrate how to do configuration and build management for a simple web application called Checkbox.io. This is a nodejs web application which requires several dependencies, and we are going to demonstrate how to do all this via Ansible. I have my Ansible script called checkbox.yml ready on my Ansible node. I'm going to use this to install dependencies on a remote node, which is another VM that has been installed. On running this command, I see how the Ansible tasks go on and install the dependencies that are required for this application. As you see, nginx gets installed, which is responsible for rendering these web pages. We also have nodejs, which has to be installed, and npm, since this is a node application. npm is the package manager for this. This application uses mongodb as the database, which also requires installation as well as creating certain user credentials. Creation of these credentials are also done through Ansible. The code for this application resides in a Git repository, and hence I need to go through the task of cloning this repository itself. As you see, there are other dependencies which are also being installed, such as pip and pymongo. We now go ahead and see whether my dependencies have correctly been installed on my remote node. So here I am on my remote virtual machine. I see that checkbox.io, which is the repository, has correctly been cloned here. I now go ahead and run this application. I run server.js, which is the one which is going to launch my which is going to start and connect to my MongoDB. I see that this has been correctly connected to the DB. I now go ahead and I use my application to do a simple step, such as creating a study. This has a simple form where we enter some details. We go ahead and create, and we need to verify whether these details have been logged into the database. I create a study name. Use a sample in white code. I click on create. Now I need to verify whether the changes have been made on my MongoDB as well. You see here that the API to create the study went successfully with a 200 response code. We can now dive into the DB and check whether this was successful. So site is the database that we are using here. I do a show collections command. The show collections command is showing me a table called studies, which means that my studies has been created. To see whether the studies creates what I actually stored in it, I call this command. This is the although this looks complicated, but you can see the object ID that was related to my form with a first name and the description that was given. So here we have successfully shown that my application was able to render and MongoDB was able to connect as well as store data from this. I hope this demo was successful. Thank you.